It is an honor for Anthem Blue Cross to support the Association of Black Women Physicians in their annual charity fundraiser event. We give tribute to the women physicians who have worked tirelessly to provide mentorship, to provide an MCAT prep program for students who aspire to go to medical school while concurrently fighting on the front lines of a COVID epidemic. We also applaud the ambitious and accomplished medical students that are going to receive scholarships today. Anthem Blue Cross has been supporting California for 80 years. Anthem and Anthem Foundation are dedicated to reducing racial injustice and healthcare disparities. We're on the forefront of improving maternal and infant health, especially in communities of color, where we support programs that aim to ensure that women and babies achieve the best health outcomes. Thank you, Association of Black Women Physicians, for being a partner in this work with us and for your work to ensure that the future of medicine will have more African American women physicians.
Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good evening. I go by the name of DJ Ari Ferrari, and I will be mixing for you live this evening. And welcome to ABWP's 40th Annual Charity Benefit Gala. Thank you. I see the donations are coming in already. Eric Braham, thank you so much. Mark St. Cyr, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for that. Dr. Jesse Sherrod, yes, keep it coming. Thank you. Special thank you to our diamond sponsors, Anthem Blue Cross, Optum, Charles R. Drew, University of Medicine, and Pearson and Sway. Thank you to sponsors. Thank you. For those of you who are ready to donate, there is a QR code on your screen, or text ABWP to 41444 with the donation amount and your name. Looks like we got some more donations coming in. Veronica Lazarus, and feel free to type in the chat, keep the conversation going in the chat. Once again, I said I'm DJ Ari Ferrari, spinning live from Los Angeles, California. Where are you checking in from? Go ahead, put it in the chat. Let's see where everyone's checking in from. The program starts shortly, but the ABWP party has officially begun. Did you know that only 2% of American physicians are Black women? That's just one of the reasons why the work of ABWP is critical. Your donation is a down payment to the future of medicine. All right, Dr. Latanya Hines, thank you. Taisha Seymour, Dr. Valencia Walker, Jennifer Nashida, thank you, thank you. You'll meet the ABWP scholars during the program, but if you want to express how much you believe in the scholars right now, go ahead and support by texting ABWP to 41444 and with the donation amount and your name. All right, don't forget, keep the donations coming in. All right, how about a little trivia? Who was the first African American to become Surgeon General of the United States? That's right. In 1993, Dr. Jocelyn Elders became the first African American to serve in that prestigious role. This living legend is here with us this evening. I'm so excited. Some more donations coming in. $3,000 from Cynthia Joseph, $3,000 from Dr. Jesse Sherrod, $500 from Virginia Simmons. Woo, keep it coming. It's getting hot in here. And just a reminder, if you want to text, go ahead and text ABWP to 41444. And just a reminder, don't forget to put the donation amount and your name. Thank you. Also, from Coming to America to Spider-Man, an award-winning talk show, one of my favorites, The Real, just to name a few of the roles and work done by tonight's host, the beautiful Garcelle Beauvais. I know you're excited for her. Type in the chat, how excited are you that Garcelle Beauvais is going to be our host tonight? Because I am super excited. The theme of this 40th annual celebration by the Association of Black Women Physicians is She. Serve, heal, excel. All right, thank you, anonymous number 1 for $100 and anonymous number 2 for $250. Thank you, thank you. All right, I see Jocelyn Larry Howell, Dr. Roberta Ducey, thank you. Kamara Jones, Dr. Wanda Wilburn, Michael Taylor, thank you, keep it coming. All right, bye for now. The fun is just getting underway.
Praise the Lord, everyone. Won't you pray with me? Almighty God, we give you the glory, the honor, and the praise. We pray blessings over this program. We pray blessings on every listener on today and every participant. I pray, God, the refreshing of your Holy Spirit, that you would cover us from the top of our head to the soles of our feet. I pray, Lord God, that peace would permeate the atmosphere, that you would go ahead of them to prepare the way. God, I pray that each woman, hallelujah, who is present would feel that they abide in you and you abide in them. God, I thank you that we can ask for anything, hallelujah, and all things are truly possible. And so we are praying for the gift of healing. We are praying not only to be agents of healing for others, but that our minds, our hearts, our bodies, our spirits, our finances, our relationships will be healed. God, not by might, nor by power, but by your Spirit. Let it be so. In your name we pray. Amen and amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to host the 40th Annual Association of Black Women Physicians Charity and Scholarship Benefit Gala is one of People Magazine's 50 Most Beautiful. Whether on her podcast titled Going to Bed with Garcelle or on the small screen and the big screen, Garcelle Beauvais has been a cherished face in Hollywood. We are watching her weekdays on Fox as the newest co-host of the multi-award-winning talk show, The Real. Welcome author, humanitarian, mom, and media queen, Garcelle Beauvais.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you, Association of Black Women Physicians, for inviting me to be your hostess for the 40th Annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit Gala. Now, we have an exciting program. When I tell you exciting, it's exciting. And I am proud to lead us through tonight's virtual celebration. As much as the physicians would have preferred to be celebrating and rubbing elbows with you guys, nothing is more important than remaining healthy. We plan to be back in person this time next year with lots of hugs. But for now, let me tell you about tonight's big 40th annual program. The donations for this charity and scholarship benefit will help deserving Black medical students in need of the support that you, dear friends, are able to give. So donate throughout the program, donate while I'm talking, donate throughout the rest of the week. There's no wrong time to give to such a worthy cause. And yes, you will have a chance to meet and support this year's 2021 class of scholarship recipients. You know what? On second thought, don't wait to donate. You can start by tagging ABWP right now as you share this program link on your social media platforms. Go ahead and kick things off by contributing your financial support to these brilliant medical students. They're our future. So please do what you can and support these young, aspiring med students. This year's celebration is about an awareness of Black women physicians, what they care about and who they care for. Their mission is twofold. The women of ABWP are leaders in the promotion of health and wellness in communities with the most desperate needs. And with an eye to the future, they are committed. When I tell you they're committed to raising monies for scholarships to award outstanding med students of color who face financial challenges. Here to provide models of empowerment of our scholars are a number of high achievers, including former United States Surgeon General Dr. Jocelyn Elders, and this evening's lifetime honorees, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris and Dr. Kamara Phyllis Jones. And if you're ready for some good laughs, I know I am, tonight's program features the comedy of Taquita Love. Trust me, you're not going to want to step away because keeping the ABWP party going is DJ Ari Ferrari. With special performances by Tia P and B. Slade, you'll soon meet our fundraising host, Christina Anthony. There's so much more. ABWP is grateful to its sponsors who have stepped up to both recognize the value in supporting the diversity of young, talented medical students, as well as providing for them through scholarships to meet their most critical needs. We all know how important that is.
It is an honor for Anthem Blue Cross to support the Association of Black Women Physicians Charity Scholarship event.
We salute our health heroes in the virtual crowd today. Your compassion, empathy, and caring for your patients is truly incredible.
We also salute future health heroes who are receiving scholarships this year.
Your drive and commitment to excellence are inspiring. Anthem has served California for over 80 years.
Anthem values a diverse workforce, and we recognize that diversity in leadership creates better solutions that address the healthcare needs of the entire nation.
Thank you, Anthem Blue Cross, for your support. It means the world to us. The members of Association of Black Women Physicians are the legacy of those founders who gathered over 40 years ago to take charge of their professional futures and lay the foundation for brilliant young women to come along. Welcome, President-elect of the organization and Charity and Scholarship Benefit Chairperson. What a powerhouse, Dr. Renee M. Poole.
Welcome to the 40th Annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit. My name is Dr. Renee M. Poole, President-elect of the Association of Black Women Physicians and Chair of this event. I want to take a moment to sincerely thank each and every one of you for joining us. In these trying times, as we all adjust to the new normal, please know that all of us with ABWP know that you can be somewhere else, but you chose to spend this time here with us. We appreciate you. Our theme for this year's charity benefit is She Leads with Passion and Purpose. It's so fitting. Since 1982, when 49 like-minded Black women physicians came together to form ABWP, we have served, healed, and excelled as a collective unit. For almost 40 years, we have worked to continuously improve the public health and welfare of our community through service, education, and advocacy. As an organized network of Black women physicians, we stand firmly committed to our mission by facilitating community health and wellness events, advocating for improvement in health access and equity, and as a philanthropic source to fund projects related to health concerns and underserved communities. Coming back to our theme of She Leads with Passion and Purpose, it is our honor to acknowledge two outstanding Black women physician leaders with our 2021 Lifetime Achievement Awards. They truly embody our theme. Our first honoree, Dr. Kamara Jones, who is a family physician and epidemiologist, has focused her career on addressing the impacts of racism on the health and well-being of our nation. Our second honoree, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, is the first California Surgeon General. She has established early childhood development, health equity, adverse childhood experiences, and toxic stress as key priorities. Before we get started with this evening's program, I would like to thank our community partners, individual donors, and all of you for your continued support. We are grateful and humbled by your continued support of ABWP's mission and vision. Thank you to the ABWP Charity Benefit Committee members for all of your hard work to bring this celebratory event to life. Without your passion and commitment and sacrifice, we would not be here. Now, I invite each of you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this evening's program. The Association of Black Women Physicians empowers Black women to lead in health and wellness for themselves and their communities. ABWP's signature support is experienced through premier educational programs, philanthropic outreach, and the distribution of academic scholarships. This nonprofit organization positively contributes to society, science, medicine, and its members. Through its network of more than 500 physicians and supporters, ABWP develops strategic collaborations with the nation's top health and wellness organizations in order to address the critical aspects of health disparities and wellness education. The tireless work of ABWP highlights their commitment to the advancement of knowledge for urban underserved communities through the healthy literacy and public health advocacy. Under the leadership of current President Dr. Cosette Lyons-Jones, we have joined forces with community partners to address the issues of health disparities and racism as a public health crisis.
Institutional racism permeates every aspect of American society, including healthcare. Black patients experience higher rates of prejudice and mistreatment in hospitals and clinic settings, increasing their risk of adverse outcomes and even death. Vast research shows that African American patients tend to receive lower quality health services, including care for cancer, HIV, prenatal care, and preventive care. The presidential platform of ABWP was chosen in response to the widening health and health care disparities gap and the need to address racial inequities exacerbated during the current COVID-19 pandemic. The Association of Black Women Physicians has almost 4 decades of experience in this area and is poised to lead the conversation toward change.
Thanks to the efforts of immediate past President Dr. Sylvia Gates Carlisle, ABWP was awarded the David B. Rogers Foundation grant to fund our inaugural MCAT prep program. Expanding beyond the reach of Southern California and creating a pipeline to medicine for Black men and women from schools across the country. ABWP provided an intense academic and culturally competent MCAT prep program to 53 deserving Black students.
The Medical College Admissions Test, MCAT, is the first of many required standardized tests over a physician's professional journey. It requires synthesis of acquired knowledge and helps medical schools assess problem solving and critical thinking. The MCAT, steps 1 through 3, and the specialty boards represent high stakes and can intimidate strong students. Through a large grant, the Association of Black Women Physicians provided a rigorous 8-week MCAT prep program to 54 male and female pre-meds from 26 states, supplementing our traditional portfolio. Through our annual charity benefit and mentoring, ABWP materially supports the development of a diverse physician workforce.
Thanks to the efforts of Drs. Anna Lopes-Johnson and Renee M. Poole, ABWP has been awarded the community grant through Gilead Sciences to provide community education about HIV STDs and PrEP, pre-exposure prophylaxis, which can successfully prevent HIV. ABWP continues to endorse the Healthier Traditions Soul Food Cookbook, developed in collaboration with the Trans-America Institute, a nonprofit private foundation. It features 19 Southern-style recipes with suggested healthier substitutions. ABWP's health initiatives address healthcare disparities, including hypertension, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, HIV, and cancer. ABWP focuses its efforts through 4 signature programs. The Sister to Sister Mentoring Program matches medical students with physicians to cultivate and encourage the students' successes and providing them early access to the communities they will ultimately serve. The Speakers Bureau provides the expertise of physicians of various medical specialties to community organizations for their health-based programs and activities. The annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit raises money for community service program activities and provides deserving medical students with scholarship awards. The Community Advocacy and Education Committee promotes public health initiatives. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, ABWP members have been on the front lines treating patients, educating healthcare professionals, and the communities we serve through webinars, CME offerings, and community service spanning beyond our reach of Southern California. During the initial rollout of the vaccine, ABWP volunteered with Watts Healthcare Clinic and Kaiser Downey to support the vaccine administration efforts and address vaccine hesitancy. ABWP cares about the issues that affect women, African Americans, and other traditionally underrepresented minorities. That is why, with nearly 40 years of volunteer service, we lead with passion and purpose. Standing up for health and racial equity, educating the community, reducing healthcare disparities, and being a source of inspiration and encouragement to future physicians, ABWP answers the call of making a difference in the lives of others. We are the Association of Black Women Physicians.
Why, yes, it is Ari Ferrari. Welcome, everybody. We're so glad you're here with us, and thought you might need a fundraising break about now. You've just seen the remarkable work of ABWP. Let's start the giving. On your screen, you'll see a QR code to scan or share, or text ABWP to 41444 with the donation amount and your name. It's just that easy to support the future of the medical profession. And while you're donating, I'm gonna keep this party going.
In the video, you heard from the woman at the helm of ABWP, Dr. Cosette Lyons-Jones, internal medicine physician and chief of adult medicine at Watts Healthcare Corporation in Los Angeles. Now, bringing an inspirational message of honor and celebration of the sisterhood of Black women physicians and brief words on the expanded work of the organization. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present Association of Black Women Physicians President, Dr. Cosette Lyons-Jones.
Thank you, Garcelle, and good evening. Welcome to our 40th annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit. Our 40th anniversary is an opportunity to celebrate Black girl magic, the ability to persevere in the face of adversity. Physician lives are challenging, regardless of race and gender. The challenges Black women physicians face are greater. As we come together for this gala affair, we celebrate today's members of ABWP who continue to carry the torch lit by our charter members as we serve, heal, and excel in healthcare and public health through education, advocacy, philanthropy, and mentorship. This is a special moment in time, celebrating our 2021 scholarship winners while acknowledging 40 years of sustaining the pipeline of Black women physicians. ABWP's premier annual initiative, the Charity Benefit and Scholarship Program, has awarded more than $850,000 in scholarships to almost 400 recipients practicing throughout the United States. It is with great pride as president to congratulate all of this year's deserving student scholars. Since our 2020 inaugural virtual charity benefit, we have increased ABWP's impact. We expanded our public-facing engagement through a greater digital presence online. This allows us to better communicate the educational and advocacy work we do. In particular, ABWP stepped up and responded to the significant events of this last year. It shaped my presidential platform of health disparities and racism as a public health crisis. How fitting that both of our 2021 Lifetime Achievement honorees epitomize this timely platform. California's inaugural Surgeon General, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, and American Public Health Association past president, Dr. Kamara P. Jones. Both of these phenomenal Black women physicians have expanded our understanding of health. The Association of Black Women Physicians commends Dr. Burke-Harris and Dr. Jones on their exemplary promotion of public health and invaluable contributions to health equity. Just like our charter members before us, it took a group of people to make this fantastic event happen. We appreciate the work of President-elect and Charity Benefit Chair, Dr. Renee M. Poole, our Charity Benefit Committee members, and everyone who helped make this 40th year virtual event a success. The time and effort of our many volunteers, the contributions of our generous sponsors, and the individual donations of everyone watching today's program will allow us to award even more scholarships to our Black students and support their journey to becoming physicians. Please help spread the mission of ABWP by sharing today's program link on your personal platforms. Make sure you bring in your friends and family when it's time for everyone to participate in our live mobile cause giving campaign later in the program. With all this Black girl magic, let's make a magical fundraising goal happen together. Thank you, God bless you, and now help me welcome Vice President of ABWP, Dr. Wanda Wilburn.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Wanda Wilburn, Vice President of the Association of Black Women Physicians. Our 40th annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit Gala is highlighting women who lead with passion and purpose. Offering their congratulations are two elected officials who embody passion and purpose. We welcome first, representing the 37th Congressional District, U.S. Representative Karen Bass, and she's followed by California Senator Sidney Kamlager, who represents our 30th Senate District.
Hello and welcome to everyone attending this important celebration. As a former physician assistant, I have both respect and affection for the Association of Black Women's Physicians, which from its founding has championed health equity and the elimination of health disparities. I'm grateful for your mission to improve public health in our community, and I know that Black women in any profession need a safe place to gather, to find support, and to nurture the next generation, something that you've been doing for 4 decades. This organization is more important than ever right now. The COVID-19 pandemic and its successive waves of illnesses have disproportionately affected African Americans and spotlighted continuing injustices and inequities in our healthcare system. You know, we need to begin at medical school, frankly, talking about structural racism and talking about the experiences of African Americans and other people of color and the experiences that we all know so well that we have had with the healthcare system. So for you here tonight, I know that that can also mean, at the same time as you're trying to change the system from school to internship to residency, that you also might be working to care for your own patients and your own sick family members. And we know that some in the African American community who have been long treated very poorly by the medical system, especially now because we know we are not getting vaccines at the same level, need trusted messengers to talk to folks in the community, to encourage them and to tell them to get the vaccine. It's so painful to know that the majority of the people dying right now are not vaccinated and that we are disproportionately represented there. But I know that you continue to dig deep and find the resources that you need to offer quality care to those in need and to make sure, especially, that young female medical students have a sisterhood. Absolutely need a sisterhood to get through medical school and to support them. The scholarships that several young women will receive tonight are the best example of your commitment to assure that you lift as you climb. Those scholarship recipients have my congratulations. And I'm particularly pleased to honor your Lifetime Achievement Award recipients, State of California Surgeon General, who I had the honor to meet on Zoom recently, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, and physician, epidemiologist, and anti-racism activist, Dr. Phyllis Jones. These difficult times have called on them to rise to unprecedented challenges, and their success in meeting those challenges has led to their recognition tonight, and we are all the better for their work. For more than 40 years, this organization has also risen to meet specific challenges inherent in our healthcare system. I know you will all support them to continue this work, to serve, heal, excel, and lead with passion and purpose for at least another 4 decades. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak with you today, and enjoy your day.
Hi, my name is Sidney Kamlager, and I am the state senator representing the 30th Senate District. And I am honored to welcome you all today to the Association of Black Women Physicians 40th Annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit. We know, yes, we do, that Black women are the backbone, of the medical field. That holds true during these COVID times. A sister in her role as viral immunologist for the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases was one of the lead scientists behind developing the Moderna vaccine. A sister is leading President Biden's COVID-19 Health Equity Task Force. And two of our very own California sisters here with us today, Dr. Nadine Burke and Dr. Kamara Jones, continue to fight the good fight for all of us in California. My deep congratulations to the two of you for being honored today, and an even deeper thank you. You know, I was raised by a family of female nurses. They were the doctors of our neighborhood, of our household, of our communities. And whenever anything has gone wrong in my family, before we would call a doctor, before we would call anyone else, we would lean on these Black women who seemed to know everything about how to keep us safe, how to keep us healthy, and how to keep us educated about our bodies. I owe my life to my aunts and to my grandmother, these nurses who stood really at the threshold of health and medical health education for so many of us. And I am sure that many of you here today in the audience have similar stories. As always, grateful to be asked by the Association of Black Women's Physicians to virtually greet you all here today, supporting Black women in the waiting room, in the white coats, in our medical schools, in the clinics. Every single place is a top priority, and it wouldn't be possible without the work of all of you. So thank you so much, and wishing you a great rest of our event.
I need to be superhuman. With Optum, I've got a team of doctors making sure I get what I need. And they help keep my family healthy too. The people I love, that's what I'm strong for.
Healthcare made stronger. Optum.
ABWP has stacked this program with highly talented women, not the least of which are the dynamic duo you're about to meet. Now, originally from Chicago's comedy scene, you may know her as a series regular on ABC's Mix-ish. You've also seen her in roles with comedic heavyweight Key and Peele. And next, she stars in a Netflix thriller opposite Kristen Bell. Welcome our fundraising host, Christina Anthony. Now, part two of the dynamic duo loves spreading joy and connecting people through music. Well, come on with it. Here we are with her mix of soul, classic R&B, and hip hop. Let's go, DJ Ari Ferrari.
Thank you, Garcelle.
Hey, give it up for my fundraising partner, DJ Ari Ferrari. When ABWP asked me to participate, I couldn't say yes quick enough. And my job here is simple. Throughout the rest of the program, whenever you see me on screen, I want you to either scan this QR code and give, or text ABWP to 41444 with the donation amount and your name. Or if you've already done your part in supporting the future of our medical community, then thank you. And now, phone your family, your friends, and colleagues and inspire them to also give. Let them know that representation matters. And right now, we must address the pipeline of future physicians. African Americans are 13% of America's population. Yet Black women physicians make up less than 3% of the total physician workforce. Finances are a barrier. Let's keep our med students in school. DJ Ari, did you know that $50,000 is the cost for just 1 year of medical school at a private institution? Girl, that's a lot of cheese. Most students graduate with over $200,000 in debt, and on average, it takes 20 to 25 years to pay off your loans. Join ABWP in reducing the burden on our med students. Grab your phones, grab your debit cards. I think they'll even take a paper check at this point. Take satisfaction in knowing that your donations have literally changed the course of life for deserving young scholars. Now, if you're wondering what a bright future for a deserving scholar might look like, say hello to Dr. Mana K. Hagos, author of the Pre-Med Survival Guide and former ABWP scholar.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Mana Hagos. I'm an anesthesiologist, a published author of the Pre-Med Survival Guide available at drmana.com, and I'm also the managing director and founder of MPL, a digital publishing company. I am a proud former recipient of the Rebecca Crumpler Scholarship. When I received it as a medical student, I was so excited. It was a financial vote of confidence, and that meant a lot. And beyond that, it meant that there was a community of talented and intelligent physicians who believed in me, who were excited for me, and who were invested in my success. And we all know medicine is definitely a mental game. So, congratulations to tonight's scholars. Welcome to the sisterhood.
DJ Ari, I also want to update you. We already have people giving. I want to thank Veronica Lazarus, $100, Tougaloo College, $500, and Sister Anonymous, thank you for coming through with $100. Ronald Poole, $100, Jesselyn Larry Howell, $250. It's just so many people are giving. Thanks so much. Well, I know Dr. Hagos was impressive, right? Well, when you support the scholars of ABWP, you support change makers like Dr. Hagos. I know you get it. You understand that we must extend the pipeline back to have a more diverse workforce. Now, here to share more reasons on why supporting a scholar is a great idea, welcome former ABWP historian, Dr. Roberta Doucette.
Thank you,
Hi.
Christina. I am so happy to be here. And I am a past president of the association, 2007, and two-time ABWP scholarship recipient. As a medical student, I was happy when my bank account was zero instead of negative. The ABWP scholarships helped ease my financial challenges so I could focus in on studying. It is essential that we extend the pipeline and create more excellent Black women physicians to serve our communities. And as you know, COVID has highlighted these health injustices that we currently face, and we must have that diverse healthcare workforce to help end those disparities. So please help us extend and support our pipeline. And I challenge you to donate. 30 of you to donate $1,000, that would be great. Please help us.
Well, thank you so much. You said it, Dr. Doucette. Thank you. And why don't you hang out here and with DJ Ari Ferrari and myself, because you don't want to miss our next guest. Hailing from Chicago, Illinois, Taquita Love is just what the doctor ordered. With her expertise as a registered nurse, she prescribes and administers comedic relief for the soul through stand-up comedy, motivational speaking, and storytelling. Her comedy takes you on a journey into her world, exposing her perspective on life growing up in a household with a mom in recovery. She's not your average nurse. She's not your average comedian. She is truly just what the doctor ordered. Welcome my friend, Taquita Love.
What's up, y'all? I am first of all, I am so honored to be here. Thank y'all so much for having me. My name is Taquita. I have a sister named Shaquita. We not twins. Then my brother's name is Tyrone. Right, but then the baby of the family, though, the last one, Allison. Y'all, my mama got clean and sober. That's what happened. She was like, one of these kids gonna make it. No, we're all successful. We all have college degrees. Thank you. Hey. But it's only because of the way my mom raised us. My mom is 30 years clean and sober. Amen. Amen. I always gotta shout to mama. But whenever we would get out of line growing up, she would just threaten to relapse. If I gotta come in that room one more time and your homework not not done. Somebody gonna bring me a belt. And the syringe keep playing. We was like, come on, y'all, let's do our homework. 2 times 2 is 4. Come on, Allison, learn your arithmetic. We're all successful, like I said. The thing about it, growing up in a household with a mom in recovery, all of our motherly advice was based on the 12 steps. The thing is, she uses the fact that she's in recovery to justify not doing motherly duties. What she has to say, which is like, I'm not gonna let you mess up my recovery. And that's her way of saying no. I'm a nurse. I bet y'all all can relate to that. Like, make some noise for the medical field. Professionals here. I work in a hospital, which is the worst place to work when you want to call in sick. No matter what's wrong with you, they could fix it there. I be trying to call in and be like, hey, it's Taquita, I'm not gonna make it in today. Well, what's wrong with you, Taquita? It's like, somebody can relate. I'm having some upper respiratory congestion. Well, just come in 20 minutes early. Sean gonna give you a respiratory treatment in room 403. Come on in. We short staff. We gonna give you overtime. Bring your butt to work. I feel like we can't never get no time off, ever. I actually needed hip surgery a couple years ago and could only walk on a cane. Yeah. When I tell you I told my job I needed time off, they gave me a motorized scooter instead. They was like, what color do you want? We got red, we got black, we got blue. Bring your butt to work. I love being a nurse. I'm just at the point in my career, though, that when I clock out of work, I want to clock out of nursing, but won't nobody let me. You know what I'm saying? You never off the clock. Yeah. Like, even at home, my boyfriend always asking, can you put on the little nurse's outfit? He expects, the Halloween costume, What? I just come to bed in my scrubs and N95 and be like, look, do you want this or not? What we gonna do? Hurry up, because I got to get up and go back to work. We can't never get time off. When I clock out of work, I want to clock out of nursing. Nobody will let me. Even my family. My dad was actually in an accident and needed a very emergency surgery. When I got to the hospital to visit him, he had told all his nurses I was a nurse. So when I got there, everybody went on break. They was like, here's his charge, she got it. I'm like, I didn't want to be a part of that. I don't. For real, like when I'm off, I'm off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to really, 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 practice self-care a little more. Be like, when I'm off, don't call me for nothing. I don't have a Band-Aid. No, I don't. No, I don't got nothing to help you. But I feel like no matter what job you do, people always want to hook up. People always want to know how they could benefit off what you do. My mom called me at work today and was like, you think you could bring home a couple cases of flu shots for your sister baby shower? Like, we gonna set a table up and you could just do your thing. It's like, you want me to administer flu shots at the baby shower? Well, you can put them in a gift bag if you want to act funny about it. It's like, what? Which is okay, because I grew up in a household where you could tell where people worked based on what there was a lot of in the house. Like, we didn't consider it stealing, it was hooking the family up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my brother worked at McDonald's, we just had like a refrigerator full of apple pies. My sister worked at FedEx Kinko's. We had different color resume paper just stacked up to the ceiling in the living room. And then when I became a nurse, I followed protocol. I brought home travel size everything. Lotion, body wash, baby powder, pretty much the whole welcome to the hospital kit. I brought home patient belonging bags full of goodies for everybody. It's like, Mr. Johnson, you in a coma. You don't need that iPad. You're supposed to be resting. Give me that. I turned it to the Oprah of the family. Brought home the patient belonging bags. Like, you get a bag, you get a bag, you get a bag. Footsies for everybody. Yeah, but people always want hookups. My mom's boyfriend asked me for a stem cell transplant. Right. It's sad that he needs one. But what's messed up is the fact he think I could bring one home. It's like you don't understand the severity of your condition. What did they tell you? nothing I could put in his bag. Nothing. It's crazy though, because I feel like, well, my uncle asked me for methadone, and I'm just like, Uncle Jerry, you trying to get off heroin? And he like, no, Deese, I'm trying to get off these cigarettes. If methadone help with heroin, imagine what it could do for nicotine. I'm like, you got a point there, Uncle. You thinking. Thugs always ask me for extraordinary stuff. I had one dude, that's him right now calling. He like, tell that nurse, I need my Oxy and my Norco and my lean. A dude asked he asked if he could borrow my ID badge so he could rob a pharmacy. This is my introduction to LA. No, but thugs always ask for extraordinary stuff. I had one dude, he hit me, it was like, hey, you think you could bring a brother the clear machine home? And I was like, the clear machine? He like, yeah, ma, you know, the revive the clear. I'm like, you mean the defibrillator? He was like, yeah, in case I gotta revive one of the homies. This is like Ricky would have made it in Boys in the Hood if they had a clear machine. It's just like, then I thought about it. What if I actually did bring a defibrillator home for a dude from the hood, right? He wouldn't know how to use it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order to use it, it got to be fully charged. We all know that. What dude you know from the hood that walk around with fully charged devices? Right? They're always asking to borrow your charger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what you need, an iPhone or an Android charger? Hey, sis, you got a clear machine charger? Ain't nobody got no clear machine charger. Let somebody, they be going around robbing people with the paddles. Hey, put your hands in the air. Clear. It's like, ain't nobody. Let somebody need to jump in their car. You know, the engine go out. You see Antoine under the hood of a car talking about some. Clear. Hey, y'all, my name is Taquita Love. Thank you so much. Look at the prompt. You guys, we are here for a reason. We are here to celebrate and also to donate. So look at the screen, whatever you see, text to give. I don't know what they taking, EBT link, credit card, PayPal, Venmo, whatever you got, I'm pretty sure. Y'all, help the future. My name is Taquita Love. Thank you so much.
Now, if I had to spend a day or two in the hospital, Taquita Love would have to be my nurse. Her comedy makes you lose sight of why you came to the hospital in the first place. Thank you so much, Taquita. Now, while you are scanning the QR code on the screen or texting ABWP to 41444 with the donation amount and your name, say hello to ABWP historian Dr. Nanachka Chumley, here to share why giving is life-changing.
Thank you, Christina. I am so excited to be here this evening. I am a past president of the Association of Black Women Physicians 2006. I want you to open your hearts and open your wallets and give. It's for an excellent cause. The future physicians, the future Black female physicians is in your hands. Open your heart, won't you? Open your wallet and give.
Thank you. Well, let's do a quick fundraising update, okay? Let's see. Wow. We are up to $22,675 raised, Dr. Chumley. That's amazing. Let's see. I'm sure you recognize some of these names. Thank you, Dr. LaTanya Hines, for $500. Tyash Seymour for $75. Dr. Valencia Walker, $500. Jennifer Nishida, thank you for your $100 donation. So many great donations. Keep them coming. Now we're going to welcome former ABWP scholar and board-certified neurologist, Dr. Dorothy Dada.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Dada. I'm a neurologist and neuroscientist, and I've had a practice for the past 2 years at Providence St. John's Medical Center. There, I see general neurology patients. I also specialize in headache medicine and traumatic brain injury. When I was a medical student, I was a recipient of the Rebecca E. Lee Scholarship. And I tell you, it came at a time that was so important for me. I was struggling to make ends meet while I was working diligently to achieve in my medical school rotations, to earn a spot in one of the most competitive neurology residency programs in the country. The women of ABWP saw my drive. They saw my passion. They saw what I could accomplish. They saw greater than what I could see at the time. And they gave me a boost. They gave me a chance to ease my load and help me along my way. I tell you, this scholarship comes to these women at times when they need it the most. And we are so dedicated to celebrating the excellence that comes through the Rebecca E. Lee Scholarship Program. I've served on the scholarship committee, and I can tell you from experience, these women get more amazing every year. Please join us in celebrating these women. Join us in giving them the additional boost that they need to accomplish their goals. We'll see them in a few years and the amazing things that they've accomplished in their practices and for our community. Thank you.
Well, DJ Ari, did you know that today we have some great sponsors, including Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. They give their students career preparation that they can get at no other institution. They call it the CDU Advantage. The CDU Advantage is curriculum-based on 5 specific pillars: research, social justice, international exposure, experiential education, and health policy. These unique programs enable them to graduate with both technical job skills and keener insight into the causes and solutions of healthcare disparities, as well as a raised awareness about how they can be a part of those solutions. Dr. Charles R. Drew University lives their legacy every day. A degree from the university gives students the ability, confidence, and the specific preparation skills to make a difference. That's the CDU Advantage. Now, why don't we go ahead and take another break and do a fundraising update? Let's see who's out there giving. All right, another anonymous giver with $250. Thank you, Veronica Lazarus, for $100. We've had so many great donations. We're already up to $25,525. Our goal of $50,000, we're already over halfway there. I know you guys can do it. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you to our dedicated sponsors, as well as you, our donors and supporters. As you've seen and heard throughout the program, ABWP's 40 years would have never been possible without their trailblazing founding officers. Let's do some shout outs. Thank you, Dr. Jessie Sherrod. Thank you, Dr. Lolita Gonzalez, Dr. Adeline James, Dr. Denise Ridley Davis, and Dr. Rose Jenkins. And a shout out to ABWP's founding committee chairs, Dr. Jessie Sherrod, Dr. Vonnie K. Ross, Dr. Wendy Green, Dr. Denise Ridley Davis, Dr. Agua Andrews, and Dr. Carol Jordan Harris. And now, for my favorite part of the evening, it's time to meet ABWP's scholarship recipients for 2021. Introducing them is ABWP Treasurer and Scholarship Committee Chair, Dr. Latanya R. Hines.
I am so glad to be here today to speak with you about the Rebecca Lee Crumpler Scholarship recipients. This is the opportunity to talk about why you are here today and giving of your talents and your resources to these exceptional medical students. But first, I'd like to talk about who we are as an organization. The Association of Black Women Physicians, since 1982, is a group of women who struggled in the beginning to establish an organization that was for us, by us, that gave us the opportunity to sit and to listen to one another, to help us with our business plans, and to go forward and be the best physicians that we can be. We represent 2.5% of all the medical physicians in the country. Yes, we are still unicorns. And we're excited today to make sure that we can increase the pipeline of African American medical students who are going to go forward and be exceptional in and of their own right. These students applying from all over the country are just magnificent. They are bright. The resources that you will give to them, we know are going to make sure that they are the best and the most talented. I am happy to have been one of those previous students 20 plus years ago. And I'm so happy today to be the Charity Benefit Scholarship Chair to talk about how great these students are. And without further ado, talking about these great students, I introduce you to the Association of Black Women Physicians, Rebecca Lee Crumpler Scholarship recipients 2021.
Good evening. My name is Jocelyn McGee, and I am a third-year medical student at the University of California, Davis School of Medicine, and I am interested in data science in medicine and healthcare delivery.
Good evening. My name is Dana Grundy. I'm currently a second year at UCLA's David Geffen School of Medicine. I'm specifically in the Charles R. Drew program. I'm interested in family medicine and OBGYN.
Good evening. My name is Nicole Sider. I'm currently in between my third and fourth year at the Keck School of Medicine of USC, and I'm applying into dermatology.
Good evening. My name is Betsega Wolde, and I'm a fourth year medical student at the Keck School of Medicine at USC, and I'm applying into anesthesiology.
Good evening. My name is Juliana Paul. I'm a fourth year medical student at the Keck School of Medicine of USC, and I'm currently applying into psychiatry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Scotty Smith, and I am a second year medical student at the Keck School of Medicine of USC. And currently, I am interested in primary care and working with underserved communities.
Hello, my name is Sabina Spigner. I'm a current third year medical student at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, and I plan to apply into obstetrics and gynecology next year.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jasmine Peters, and I'm a fourth year medical student at Keck School of Medicine of USC, and I will be applying into plastics and reconstructive surgery.
Hi, everyone. My name is Denise McIntyre. I'm currently a fourth year medical student in the Charles R. Drew UCLA education program. I'll be applying into obstetrics and gynecology this year.
Good evening. My name is Mariama Osuma. I'm a first year medical student attending the University of California, Riverside, and I have a strong interest in neurology.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Melisa, and I'm a first year medical student at Keck School of Medicine. I'm interested in primary care.
Hello, my name is Jessica Akia. I'm currently a first year medical student at the Keck School of Medicine at the University of Southern California, and I'm interested in primary care specialties.
Thank you, Association of Black Women Physicians.
Congratulations to the 2021 scholarship recipients. Now I want to introduce you to someone that changed the trajectory of my life in ways that may inspire our young scholars as well. During my high school years, she was the first Black doctor of that caliber that I had ever seen. Dr. Joycelyn Elders, the first African American U.S. Surgeon General, provided me with the audacity that I too can be a physician. She's here today to inspire the physicians of the future.
Thank you, Dr. Renee Poole, for having me as a part of your annual gala of the Association of Black Women Physicians. And congratulations to the 2021 scholarship recipients. Your future is bright. You've chosen a wonderful profession, but this is a long, winding road now. You have a long way to go, but you will get there. You must transform our present sick care system into a healthcare system. But make sure you always do the very best you can to make a real difference in the communities you're going to serve. Thank you.
That was amazing. The nation's first African-American Surgeon General, Dr. Joycelyn Elders, taking time to inspire our scholars. And I'm gonna also say that she inspired me. I'm gonna do better with my life. And thank you, Dr. Hines. Well, now that you've met our class of 2021 talented scholars, what did you think? Are they and many more deserving young scholars worth your support? The answer is yes, of course they are. And now let's do another fundraising update. Let's take a look. You guys, Anthet Drone, thank you. $1,000 from Sheila Clayton, thank you. $75 from Sivan Parchman, thank you. $250 from Daphne Walker, thank you. $500 from Lorna McFarland, thank you so much. $1,000 from Sylvia Swiley, thank you. There's just so many people donating. We want to thank you so much. So now, thank you to ABWP for bringing the awareness of our future medical professionals to our attention. The importance of raising money for the education of medical students also came to the attention of our next guest. You've seen him working with artists from Janet Jackson and Patti LaBelle to Snoop Dogg and Kim Burrell. Welcome Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, producer, and Emmy Award-winning artist, B. Slade.
This is to all the Black women of ABWP who for more than 40 years have worked tirelessly during the day on the front lines. And then in their private time, they find the time to help close the gap in many health disparities that exist in our communities by bringing up hardworking medical students through that pipeline so they can return to our communities and continue that work. Power to them and all women seeking to make a change for the better. I'm B. Slade, and I got a little song for all the beautiful Black women called The Way I Feel Inside.
Da, 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 da. Looking over my life, I see the mistakes that I have made in my past, choosing wrong people to put into my path along life's way. Until you came along and you changed everything about my style. You were new, so unique. I've never felt so happy before you came. That's the way I feel inside. That's the way I feel inside. There's no more rain, only sunshine in my backyard is shining. I'll plant my seeds in your love, and as time goes, it will grow in the spring. Birds will sing, make a happy home for a flower of love. I'm so anxious to see all the stems that make me so happy inside. That's the way oh, I feel inside. Oh, that's the way I feel inside. describe the way you make me feel. It's something about the way you do it, baby. Love the way you make me feel inside.
Thank you, B. Slade. I hope it'll be a highlight for the scholars for a long time to come. And the scholars do have many years of education and residencies in front of them, and that costs. So as you continue to enjoy our 40th annual celebration, also continue to give. Share our link and hashtag on your social media platforms. Text to give or use the QR code on your screen. While you continue your generosity, I'll bring to the screen the presenter of the first two ABWP prestigious Lifetime Achievement Awards. Introducing us to our first honoree is a remarkable woman from Nationwide Children's Hospital, Associate Chief Diversity and Health Equity Officer. Welcome, and ABWP past president, Dr. Valencia Walker.
Dr. Kamara Phyllis Jones is a shero, a brilliant, inspiring, gracious, compassionate, fierce Black woman, a renowned scholar, health equity expert, and anti-racist advocate. She is an activist, an abolitionist, and a liberator. Now, listing all of Dr. Jones' accomplishments could easily take me the rest of the night, but please, however, allow me to highlight just a few of her many achievements. Dr. Jones earned her BA in molecular biology from Wesley College, her MD from the Stanford University School of Medicine, and both her Master of Public Health and PhD in epidemiology from the Johns Hopkins School of Hygiene and Public Health. She also completed residency training in general preventive medicine at Johns Hopkins and in family practice at the residency program in social medicine at Montefiore Medical Center. Dr. Jones served as past president for the American Public Health Association, and that's where she launched the national campaign against racism. Her life's work focuses on teaching all of us how to name, measure, and address the deleterious effects of racism on health and well-being of our society and the world. Her definition for racism emphasizes how it saps the strength of our nation and it wastes human resources. It is the exemplar definition for those who study anti-racism and do that level of work. She is currently the 2021-2022 UCSF Presidential Chair and an adjunct professor in the Department of Pediatrics at the University of California, San Francisco. She recently completed her tenure as a 2021 Presidential Visiting Fellow at Yale School of Medicine and as a 2019-2020 Evelyn Green Davis Fellow at the Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study at Harvard University. Among her many honors, she is the 2011 John Snow Awardee, which is given in recognition of enduring contributions to public health through epidemiologic methods and practice by the American Public Health Association and the Royal Society for Public Health. She's the 2018 Wesley Alumni Achievement Awardee. This is Wesley's College's highest alumna honor, and most recently, the 2020 Paul Revere Award, a Lifetime Achievement Award bestowed by the Massachusetts Public Health Association. For me, and so many others, she has inspired, guided, and mentored. Dr. Kamara Jones epitomizes the definition of a phenomenal woman. She serves, she heals, she excels, she leads. she loves, and she cares. I am truly honored and deeply humbled to introduce Dr. Jones as a 2021 ABWP Lifetime Achievement Awardee. Congratulations.
I'm so delighted to be here as part of the Association of Black Women Physicians' 40th Annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit Gala. Imagine that 40 years ago in 1982, the Association of Black Women Physicians formed to support not only each other, but the communities that we serve and the next generation of young Black women who will become physicians. And thank you so much. I feel so honored to be receiving one of your 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards at this gala. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful award. And to be honored by your association, an association that's all about serving, healing, and excelling. I feel very honored. I just want to say one thing. Lifetime Achievement Award is great, but I am not done yet. So I hope that this is just the boost for me to keep going for the next 3 decades in my work. Thank you. I would love to spend the next few seconds that I have to just say a little bit about my path and my work, and then leave with you some words of hopefully inspiration. In my journey as someone whose work is on naming, measuring, and addressing the impacts of racism on the health and well-being of the nation, I've actually moved from chafing at the notion of race, which we know is not biology, and moving to understanding racism as a root cause of racial health disparities, and doing lots of work on measuring racism. And then from that position, chafing at the notion that we're going to keep documenting the terrible threat that racism is to our health and well-being, that we needed to go from naming racism to moving to action, so then moving from racism to anti-racism. And now in this stance of anti-racism, I have to say that I think that we need to acknowledge racism denial as a staunchly held and very seductive aspect of the United States culture that we need to address directly in our anti-racism work. Racism denial is like a huge black hole in the universe. They call them black holes because they are so massive that even when light comes near it, it gets sucked in, so we can't even see them. Racism denial is that in our nation, and so we need to be staunch in our move from race to racism to anti-racism, to take on as a huge part of our work confronting racism denial. All of this anti-critical race theory stuff, which is really not anti-critical race theory, it's anti-talking about racism or history or social justice. We must be in that struggle, pushing that back. We must shine the light that racism exists and has profoundly negative impacts on the health and well-being of the whole society. My words of inspiration, if you will, I call these my 4 BCs. The first is be courageous. So speak your truth. Be unafraid of controversy. Embrace challenge. Recognize that for all of us, the edge of our comfort is actually our growing edge. So that's the first BC, be courageous. The second, be curious. Ask why. And then why again, and why, and ask these serial whys to get at the root causes, not only of the conditions that your patients are presenting with, but the root causes of the conditions in our communities and in this society. The third BC is to be collective. Care about the whole and then work with others, because collective action is power. Collective action propels us, it protects us, it inspires us, it informs us. The fourth of the BCs is build community, because many of us don't recognize that just across town there are people who are just as kind, funny, generous, hardworking, smart as we are, who are living in very different circumstances. We need to build community by going across town and staying a while. Thank you so much for this beautiful, beautiful honor. Thank you for being who you are, the Association of Black Women Physicians. Here's to 40 more years and beyond.
Greetings, congratulations to the Association of Black Women Physicians on your exemplary work, the honorees, and scholarship winners. As the first Black woman president of the American Academy of Family Physicians, I am not only honored, but also very proud of Dr. Kamara Jones, a fellow family physician who truly leads with passion and purpose. And to the scholarship awardees, continue to strive to serve, heal, and excel. As a community, your donations are needed to support the next generation of Black physicians and ABWP's mission. Please consider a donation. Thank you.
Our next Friends of ABWP are elected officials making a difference. The Crown Act is the legislation that bans natural hair discrimination. Its author serves the 2nd District of Los Angeles County. Welcome Supervisor Holly J. Mitchell. Followed by the elected official who made history, making the first time in California history that a mother and daughter have both served in the state assembly. Welcome the representative of our California 62nd District, Assemblywoman Autumn Burke.
Hi, I'm LA County Supervisor Holly Mitchell, and first of all, I want to start off by thanking the Association of Black Women Physicians for inviting me today to celebrate the 40th annual Charity and Scholarship Benefit event. This past year, the organization's mission has been more resounding than ever, as the association has been instrumental in the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, working tirelessly to care for our communities of color who have been impacted at higher rates. So thank you. Thank you for stepping up and being at the forefront to ensure the well-being of our communities, and for educating young female medical students so they may return to our communities to help alleviate inequities in our healthcare system. I also want to congratulate our esteemed honorees tonight, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, hey, and Dr. Kamara Jones. Your work, especially during this pandemic, is not only inspiring, but truly life-saving, like literally. And to our next generation of physicians, congratulations on being selected as this year's ABWP scholarship recipients. Your commitment to the improvement of public health will take you far, and I can't wait for the impact that you'll have on all of our communities. So again, I want to congratulate the Association of Black Women Physicians on your 40-year anniversary and for the tremendous work you've accomplished throughout those 40 years, but particularly these last difficult 18 months. Thank you for having me, and please enjoy your evening.
Hello, Association of Black Women Physicians. This is Assemblymember Autumn Burke. I am thrilled to join you and your colleagues for today's celebration. I am coming to you from my daughter's room where we did this little project at home. It wasn't part of schoolwork, but it's something her and I did together, and I thought y'all would appreciate it. First, I want to congratulate today's honorees, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, who throughout her career has broken barriers for Black women across the state, and Dr. Kamara Jones, who has devoted her career to addressing the impacts of racism on health and the well-being of the nation. I was shocked to learn that these two African-American women, Dr. Burke-Harris and Dr. Jones, are members of a very small club. Only 2% of those who serve as physicians across our nation are Black women. We must do better, especially for my daughter. I am so proud of the work Dr. Burke-Harris and Dr. Jones do to inspire young girls across our state and country, and their involvement in organizations that aim to increase African American representation in the medical field. We know that our health system disproportionately affects Black and brown women across our nation. That is why in the Assembly I have championed causes and bills that focus on women wellness, primary care, family planning, and maternity care in our state. And just this month, Governor Newsom signed my bill, AB 1407, which requires new nurses to take implicit bias training within the first 2 years of licensure and as part of their ongoing education. Educating our healthcare workers so that they are cognitive about the impacts of implicit bias to patients they serve is paramount to bringing negative behavior, treatment, and outcomes to an end. And that benefits all Californians. Finally, I want to thank Dr. Renee Poole and the Association of Black Women Physicians for their incredible work. I am so proud of each and every one of you gathered today and appreciate your level of commitment of service to ensuring Black women thrive in the medical field, because we need you now more than ever. Please know you will always have a partner in me, and thank you for inviting me, and please enjoy your evening. Congratulations, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep fighting for my daughter and yours.
My family is everything. My doctors get that. They take the time to keep me on a healthy path. Sharing traditions with my family, that's what I'm strong for.
Healthcare made stronger. Optum.
Our next performer is influenced by the likes of Missy Elliott, Pharrell Williams, Lauryn Hill. Her very soul embodies the essence of Erykah Badu and the funk of D'Angelo. Tia P has been seen in several national commercials and was a finalist on BET's docuseries, The Next Big Thing. Welcome the voice of the new generation, Tia P.
ABWP, what is going on, beautiful people? It's your girl Tia P, a Howard University graduate. Yes. I have seen the day in and day out struggles of Black women physicians and minority women physicians, and I appreciate what this organization has become. I was a psych major. I got friends who went into the full physician field, so I know firsthand how difficult but how rewarding it can be. And I just want to thank this association for being a part of the team that makes it a little bit easier for us to do our thing and make sure that we have a name and a face in the game. All right? So, without further ado, y'all ready to have a little fun? All right, let's get it. And we go hard. Only if you go hard at what you do. And we go hard. Yeah, that goes for you. And we go hard. Y'all ready? Let me hear y'all say. And we go hard. Say go hard. And we go hard. 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 Go gadget, bad boy magnet, better than I ever been average, flow savage, everything I do classic. Another tattoo so blasted, a whole generation is a trip like acid. Black girl magic, hot wild like I'm ghost writing for a dragon. Woo, but you know that is magic. I've seen a lot of things, new iPhone, Sex in the City, canceled, then a black president. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, FarmersOnly.com, and Kobe Bryant retiring. Hoverboard, Facebook, Twitter page, Instagram, Snapchat. If you got a question, Google that. Look, if it takes longer than a flash, I'll pass. I'm a 20-something living on a dash. Let me hear y'all say. And we go hard. Go. What y'all do? And we go hard. Go. And we go hard. Hey. And we go hard. Go hard. And we go hard. Go hard. And we go hard. Go hard. And we go hard. Go. Wait. Listen. I must be half beast in my DNA, cause I go hard like every day. See, now the rest of y'all are like Polaroids. Fresh now, but you will fade. I don't seek change. I am changed, like selling candy in a 5th grade. Yeah, I'm that bold, that strange, I'm that crazy. I'm back, baby. Now everybody wanna run a hand like a chicken with their head caught up, trying to feel that pulse, wanna feel alive. Put a plastic bag over your pride and light it up to the sky like you never gon' see daylight. Don't compare me to nothing nice. My hustle so impolite, cause I over there, do you? And we go hard. Over there, tell me, do you? And we go hard. What about you? Don't you? And we go hard. Go. Everybody say, go. And we go hard. You gonna help your future. And we go hard. On my Black women position. And we go hard. Listen, y'all already know this part, but listen. And we go hard. Haters, they gon' hate. Fakers, they gon' fake. But the real ones of the world, they gon' congratulate. Look, well, please don't talk to me if you still use the word conversate. Ain't no word conversate. Can't nobody conversate. Please get out my face. My way. Please get out my way. My way. And you need to learn your place. And learn the quick language today. So please get off my way. My way. And please get out my face. My face. And they need to learn their place. Kinda like yesterday. I need y'all to make some noise. Look at your sister right next to you. It's like, you go hard, girl. You go hard, girl. You go hard, girl. You do your thing, girl. Only if you going hard, put them hands together. Only if you going hard, put them hands together. Only if you going. Only if you go, 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 go. And we go hard. Go, 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 go. And we go hard. Go, go, go hard. And we go hard. Go, 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 go. Everybody say, hey, go, go, go. And we go hard. Go, 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 go. And we go right now. Go, go, go hard. And we go hard. Go, 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 go. And we go hard. Y'all go hard.
Wow. Thank you, Tia P. Yeah, girl, you know we go hard. That's the definition of ABWP. And DJ Ari, I feel like I need Tia P to wake me up every single morning to remind me to do my work. I love that. Let's take a look at our fundraising one more time. You guys, we're already up to $30,000. Over $30,000. Look at us, so close to our goal. I want to thank, we have so many great people donating. $500 from Dr. Valencia Walker, $100 from Jennifer Nishida, $100 from Eric Brom, $300 from Mark St. Cyr, $3,000 from Cynthia Joseph. And I want to let you guys know there is no amount too big or too small, but I really want to let you know there's no amount too big. Thank you, Dr. Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia Joseph, for $3,000. Thank you. There's just so many people. Thank you so much. Black doctors make us feel seen and heard and more comfortable. That's why it is critical to preserve the space of Black women physicians. You've heard their stories, and we hope something said touched your heart. Follow that with opening your wallet and doing the right thing by scanning or texting ABWP to 41444 with the donation amount and your name. Now, DJ Ari, have you ever considered that your health is the platform your entire life sits on? DJ Ari and I believe that having our health supported by physicians who look like us may one day be the reason why we are taken care of as we all deserve. How do you want the future of medicine to look? Garcelle, we're doing our best fundraising on this end. Thank you for holding it down there, and we'll kick it back to you for now.
Thank you, Christina. You and DJ Ari Ferrari really know how to keep this fundraising party flowing and fun, and I am so here for it. What a fun night. Well, keep on giving as you do. It is my pleasure to bring back ABWP President Dr. Cosette Lyons-Jones to introduce our next prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award honoree, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris.
Thanks again, Garcelle. Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris founded a clinic in one of San Francisco's most underserved areas, Bayview Hunters Point. Through her work there, Dr. Burke-Harris realized that the provision of quality health care does not assure the best outcomes for patients. Dr. Burke-Harris identified adverse childhood experiences as a major risk factor affecting the health of her patients. In 2011, she founded the Center for Youth Wellness to create a clinical model that recognizes the impact of early exposure to adverse events and chronic toxic stress on health. The center incorporated primary care, mental health, education, family support services, and advocacy work, and is recognized as a national leader in the effort to advance pediatric medicine. Since 2014, Dr. Burke-Harris's TED-Med talk entitled How Childhood Trauma Affects Health Across a Lifetime has been seen by over 7 million people and has influenced the way clinicians and public health workers view health disparities gaps among marginalized communities. Her work has been featured in NPR and CNN. Her book, The Deepest Well, Healing the Long-Term Effects of Childhood Adversity, was called indispensable by the New York Times. Dr. Burke-Harris is the recipient of the Arnold P. Gold Foundation Humanism in Medicine Award, presented by the American Academy of Pediatrics. She was named one of 2018's most influential women in business by the San Francisco Business Times. Dr. Burke-Harris's resume is impressive, not only because of her many degrees and prestigious appointments, but because of the consistency of focus as a champion of our children and other vulnerable communities with population-wide impact. Her work has educated the healthcare community and policymakers to move away from victim blaming, particularly of patients in poor and minoritized communities, toward patient and community empowerment through multidisciplinary, holistic approaches to healthcare. Dr. Burke-Harris's body of work is about health equity and has a generational impact, fully aligning with the mission of ABWP, of community education and advocacy for a healthier society. It is a privilege and honor to present the Association of Black Women Physicians 2021 Lifetime Achievement Award to California Surgeon General, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris. Congratulations.
Thank you to the amazing women of the ABWP. It's deeply meaningful to me to be honored by such an impressive group of Black women physicians. I remember when I was 14 years old, and my aunt, Dr. Diana Grant, came to visit from Chicago, and she took me with her to a conference for Black women physicians. It was like landing in Wakanda. I will never forget walking into that ballroom to see hundreds of women who looked just like me, who had achieved my childhood dream. And now to be speaking to you as California's first Surgeon General and receive this Lifetime Achievement Award is incredibly gratifying. Like many of you, my professional and life trajectories have been profoundly shaped by my experience as a Black woman. When I finished my residency training at Stanford, I opened a clinic in one of San Francisco's most underserved neighborhoods, Bayview Hunters Point, because I wasn't okay with the level of disinvestment that was happening there. So I committed what I had to give: my time, my training, myself, to caring for the children and families of the community, but also to give them what I had received to such powerful effect: a vision of what's possible. My goal in founding the clinic was to tackle some of the crushing health disparities experienced by the Bayview community. Little did I know that I would also discover what I believe is one of the biggest unaddressed public health crises of our time: adverse childhood experiences and their impact on our physical and mental health. As many of you know, ACEs impact all of us, but they're even more prevalent in communities of color. And as the COVID pandemic has made crystal clear, we still have a long way to go to remedy the structural inequities that make that so. But I'm an optimist, and I am humbled to be in a role where I can influence positive change for all Californians, especially our most vulnerable. And that change is already taking place. But something of this magnitude will take more than time. It will take the effort and passion of many and cooperation at all levels of our society. I'm up for that challenge. And I know I'm in good company with the game changers of the ABWP. I can assure you, I will do my best to live up to this honor and continue to dedicate my life's work to serving vulnerable communities by reducing the negative impacts of ACEs and toxic stress. And I look forward to the day when we can celebrate each other and our collective achievements in person for a change. Until then, thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, on being the first Surgeon General of the state of California. From one Surgeon General to another, I want you to know I understand the position that you were in, and I understand the many accomplishments that you've made during this long travel road. And we're all very proud of your accomplishments. Thank you, and thank you for what you've done.
How about that? From one legendary medical professional to another one in the making. Thank you, Dr. Elders, and thank you and congrats again, Dr. Burke-Harris. Well, before I send it back for the last time to Christina and DJ Ari Ferrari, let me again say thank you, Association of Black Women Physicians, for inviting me to host your fundraising party. Ladies, you are a class act. Now, the program may be wrapping up, but the fundraising isn't over. There's still much to do for our well-deserving scholars and the endless health and wellness work performed in the community by ABWP. Christina's going to remind you how to give, and you can always head over to the ABWP website where you can literally continue giving until this time next year. The links to give will remain open, and we thank you for sharing the donation details with your family and friends. Thank you, sponsors. Congratulations, honorees and scholars. Christina and DJ Ari Ferrari, take it away.
Thank you, Garcelle, and thank you for supporting the great work of ABWP. If you haven't done so already, there's no need to wait. It's easy. Just scan the QR code on the screen or text ABWP to 41444 with the donation amount and your name. ABWP, for 40 years, your passion to care for underrepresented minorities, stand up against salary inequities, and mentor our future medical professionals is a cause worthy of our support. The link to give will remain open, and we thank you in advance for your generosity. I personally want to congratulate and thank the Association of Black Women Physicians. This was a fulfilling experience, and I hope you all enjoyed the charity benefit as well. Are you ready, DJ Ari Ferrari? All right. Everyone, stay safe, and we hope to see you in person next year. Continue your generous giving as we wrap up this party the way we started with DJ Ari Ferrari. Come on, ABWP, let's close it out right. Hey.
What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Designer mix. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on.